morning. So I just arrived at 9:30, Zeekr Sunway. This is the flagship showroom of Zeekr Malaysia. Alright, Sunway is the first dealer that established last year in September. And ever since then, they have sold like 700 Zeekr cars. Basically, most of the Zeekrs that are sold in Malaysia is sold by Sunway Zeekr. They started back then over there at Pinnacle, and now they have this wonderful flagship showroom that they have established, and it is huge. Let's go check it out. And you know what's interesting? Above this building, you see the staircase over there, there is a helipad on top. It used to be a helipad, so they might change it to something interesting, alright? See the huge Zeekr logo. I've always loved the Zeekr logo. It looks a bit like Sennheiser, right? And look at the front there. That huge Zeekr logo is over there as well. Today is the opening day. Hello, morning.
Morning.
Morning. So, yep, today's the day where we're still early. They are still running their morning. Yeah. So, yep, that's the Zeekr 999. And these are, wow, so handsome today. Yeah. Handsome, all of you. Congrats. I need to leave early. I have an 11 o'clock meeting.
Okay.
So I need to leave by 10:15 like that. But my team will be here covering everything. Alright, sorry. So I come early a bit. Sorry. Hi, morning. Yep. So, yeah, there will be a lot of Sunway big shots over here. And they are now doing their pre-runs. Good morning. Hello. Morning. Yeah, there will be food which I won't have the chance to makan later. But yeah, very nice setup here. Morning, Uncle Chips. Good morning. So early, yeah?
Felix, very sad.
Oh, yeah.
I watch live, when
Me
he
too.
jump, when he jump, I
Remember he went into a spin?
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
I was watching live.
yeah lor.
Sad, he take that kind of risk, never die.
Paragliding. Same goes with the other guy who did the Hoonigan one
Yeah.
from the snowmobile. Anyway. Look at that! The 7X is here. Oh my god. You're practicing or what? Sorry. Wow, cantik. Sorry. So guys, this is the 7X. Of course, it's hidden here now. Probably later on, they'll... Man, I love this car, man. Okay, let's look at the size. It's about that of... in terms of length-wise, it's about that of a Cayenne. In terms of width-wise, it is about that of a Macan. But in terms of height, it is actually not very high. The packaging looks really good. So I'm sure you all have watched the videos of 7X. The car will arrive and will start being delivered this year, and I absolutely love the way it looks. It is of course the SUV version of the Zeekr 7 GT. Yeah, that will be the sedan variant in China, where it outmaneuver the Xiaomi SU7 on a mountain road. Go look for it. So Zeekr is one of those Chinese car makers that heavily emphasize on handling as well as safety. And they're all designed in Scandinavia. They're all designed in Sweden, their design team. That's why they have this very intrinsic Scandinavian feel to it, but they are unique in their own sense compared to Volvos, even though they are both under the same group. The fit and finish of these cars are another level, and premium car makers should take note. When was the last time you see something like that? only in segments like Audi A8, right? Electronic door handles. Look at this. They call it Zeekr Sound now. All right, beautiful finishing. See, oh my god, all these are wrapped down all the way here, stitchings, and then the finishing is top notch. The fit and finish is top notch in Zeekr cars. Look at that. I would say their finishing is in a higher grade than even, can I say Denza? Yeah. Look at that. Okay, that's the air vents. These are the ambient lightings. Look at the screen. I love Geely Group's processors. They're all amazing. Zeekr sound system. Look at this screen. Beautiful. Dual wireless charging, both with air vents. And this one, look at that. Most car makers have that, you know, slotted thing. Chinese cars always give us new materials and new things to touch and feel. This thing looks like a solid plastic, but it folds in, it curves in. And this is not the first time we've seen this. First time I've seen it is on the Tiguan, right? Different car makers dampen it differently. I like this. This one is slow. Some will be like, tap, you know, they come out like that. So the good thing about these cup holders, right, I call them the best cup holders in the business because, be it in Volkswagen or here, because when you're not in use, it becomes a compartment, and then when you need it, it can hold your cups. These are the best. The ones I hate most are the two holes. They serve no purpose. Wow, they use this. Wow, very, very deep storage. This is first time we've seen this. It's from Mercedes-Benz, right? Of course, Mercedes-Benz, this is a very simple solution, but of course it gets in the way. Mercedes-Benz, this thing is inside. All right, very complicated mechanism. The hinge are released and attached from here. So Mercedes has a very more elegant, more hidden, I would say. The toggle buttons are nice. Oh, this one scrolls so nice, you see. This is wonderful. Even the stocks and all that. Oh, they're all brilliant. Soft, diffused lighting. Look at that. Beautiful. Lovely. And you see, all Chinese cars give you large mirrors. I don't know why. Oh, it's covered in felt on this side. Wow. Diffused lighting on the sides. And it's very comfortable to look at. There was one German car maker the other day where they put the diffused lighting on top, one whole bar over here. What that happens is, when you look at a mirror, you tend to look in the middle because that's where you look at your own eyes. But the light cannot be all over the place. It just shines on you. So the Chinese car makers, they put it on the side or even a thin rim around there. Very nicely appointed. USB-C slots. Frameless doors. So nice. And this is where Chinese cars always beat the Germans. Packaging. Look at this door. This door opens up to almost 90 degrees, right? So it helps with ingress and egress. This one doesn't have the fridge. This is a compartment, but some of them have the fridge over here. Okay, this is so nice. Look at the finishing. B-pillar air vents, hook point, and what else? Look at the seats, man. Look at the seats. This is full length to the back of my knees. Right, and I have headroom, a lot of headroom, a lot of knee room. That's what amazes me with Chinese cars these days, is the way they package their cars. They're very, very good in packaging. You see, I can even recline. It's a powered recline rear seat. What price is this car? It starts from 180,000. Can you believe that? It starts from 180,000. Right, look at that. Cup holders and a storage compartment, and then USB-C and USB-A slots. And look at this. They put a piece of leather covering the hinges, so things won't drop in. So then when you close, they snap on the hinge. Clever, right? Hook points over here. Look at that. For the rear seats, safety guard camera. Look at that. That's what we meant by Chinese car makers always push things further, and they're not stingy with what they have. And look at this, the blinds. That's the window switches. And where are the blinds? Wait. These two switches. Wow, this one powers the front seat. Move it to the front. See, Chinese car makers. Okay, that's the max. Okay. What is this? Oh, look at that. I, as the rear passenger, can do that. Oops. Hello. Hi. Sorry. No, by all means, no worries. Look at the blind. Look at that. Powered blind. What segment is this? 7 Series? 800,000? A million? These are things we see in Bentleys. 7 Series. And there you have it. In this car, look at the finishing of this car. Amazing. Brilliant. So nice. It is so nice. Right, you can drop the seats. Storage compartment down here. Deep storage over here. So, man. Oh my god. Seeing this car, right, I'm like, this is so nice. This is so nice. See the size of the car and the space. The space is amazing. It's such a good looking car. And here you have the LED lights that can display any patterns you like. And that's the 7X. And of course, I'm also gobsmacked by this Zeekr 009. You guys have seen plenty of videos of it. It's really luxurious and beautiful. And let's go check out the other cars over here. So another thing I want everyone to know, oh, I think they moved the cars out. Yeah, I think the Zeekr X was moved out. Let me just go outside quickly. Hey, bro, thank you. Yo, morning, Marcus.
Morning, bro.
I gotta go in a while.
Okay.
I got another meeting, but my team will be here. The Zeekr X. Guys, this car is so underrated. From photos and videos, right, this car would look like a small car. But you have to come here. You have to come over to Sunway Zeekr or Zeekr Sunway. You have to come over here and check out this car because this is actually, I would say, a small SUV disguised as a super mini. Because in proportion wise, the way they proportion the car, it looks like a small super mini, which is like a Mini Cooper, you know, like a Polo or something. But you stand in front of one and then you sit inside. This is akin to that of a HRV in terms of interior room and all that. Now the boot is smaller, definitely smaller than a HRV, but this is essentially a small SUV. You have to come here and have a look at it, right? And the interior appointments of this car, it is absolutely gorgeous. The fit and finish, the luxury touch points, the leg room, the boot space, the handling. Oh, talking about handling, Malaysia is the only country so far where we get a different suspension for sharper handling, all right? Because it is a request from Sunway Zeekr. They requested that the Zeekr X that we get should have proper handling because this car in China was set up to be comfortable, set up to be soft and city driving kind of handling. But when they saw this car, Sunway Zeekr, because the bosses are all car guys, they wanted this car to have a European-centric handling. So the ones that arrive in Malaysia versus the ones that arrive earlier in other countries, Singapore or whatever, handles different. Ours is of a sportier handling. And this car is like 150,000. I know it's not too far away from the 7X, but it serves a different purpose. And there is great news. For everyone who has ever purchased a car from Sunway Zeekr, anyone, from now, that means you collected your cars, from now until 30th of September, remember this, until 30th of September, you stand a chance to win a Zeekr X. This is for the first round. They're going to do a few rounds, right? So let's say you bought a Zeekr 009 from Sunway Zeekr a few months ago, you collected your car, or you're going to collect your car next week or 2 weeks later, suddenly you were informed that you won a Zeekr X. Yes, or you bought a 7X from Sunway Zeekr, and then a few months down the road, suddenly you were informed you won a Zeekr X. Isn't that brilliant? Or you bought a Zeekr X, and then you won another Zeekr X. Alright, so we're all very familiar with the 009 white color and black color, and look at this beautiful color. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is such a gorgeous color, man. I don't even know how to call it. Green gray or gray green or green, I don't know, man, but it's so good looking. Alright, so yep, this is Sunway Zeekr, the flagship showroom, and of course Sunway Zeekr is the only dealer so far with their own service center, their very own service center. Alright, they are the one. So yeah, buying cars like these, premium cars, don't just book online or whatnot. Come over to the showroom, experience their service, experience everything that they have to offer you. That's why they invest in such a showroom. They come over here and then check it out. And of course, this is Sunway we're talking about. Alright, so cheers.